Time ticking down. The Penguins lead 4-3. Francis along the boards again, digs it free. Oh, great balls of fire. 3 seconds left around the boards. The Penguins will win on the road.
4-3. Bruce? Father? Flash. The bloody button we found in the cave after Wally appeared. I was looking it over again, and it had some sort of reaction to Psycho Pirate's mask.
Oh, Bruce, hey! So, yeah, I'm kind of in the middle of a kind of Samuroid invasion thing. Sorry, can this wait?
The radiation we found on the button seems to have spiked. Appeared as if it ripped a hole in the Speed Force. I saw there was something wrong at the bottom of the hole.
Okay, well there's still 37 of these things coming. Should take me, I don't know. How about I meet you at the cave in 1 minute?
All right. You said a minute. Of all people, Flash, didn't expect you to be early.
Flash? No.
Ugh!
Quite the reverse, actually. My name is Eobard Thawne. I have been dead for some time. I should be dead for some time more. But a power, it woke me. It called out for me. And I am resurrected. Oh, do you want to fight more? Huh? And what is this now? Oh, Thomas, is this what you did after you killed me? A message sent across time. A letter to your dead son. I bet it made you feel just fantastic.
Get out of my cave.
Oh, what are you going to do, baby bat? Remember, when I blur, no one can touch me.
Yeah, that's right. When you blur, you can't stand steady. Unless something solid's touching the ground.
What? You can't win!
I don't need to win. I just need 11 seconds. One. Overtime.
Pathetic. Now, what is the mystery of you? God! God! I saw... God!
Hey, Bruce, sorry. Stopped at the Blades game to see if I could save Taylor, but I guess he died on the ice from that last blow. I was just too... late. The very first crime scene I ever saw was my mother's murder. Because of a lack of evidence, it was listed as a cold case. I dealt with that by dedicating my life to studying forensics. The crime lab became a second home. I was even in my lab the night I was struck by lightning that gave me the super speed powers to become the Flash. I can look around the scene and see the origin of every spot of blood, the intent of every vicious punch thrown. Meant not to kill, but to torture. How the fight worked its way across the cave, leaving destruction in its wake. And how it ended. With Eobard Thawne dead. A scientist criminal from the 25th century who was obsessed with the Flash. He calls himself the Reverse Flash to hurt me. Thawne traveled to my past and killed my mother. Changed my history so I grew up suffering. He called it revenge in reverse. For years, I'd worried he'd kill someone else close to me. But now, it's over, Mom. Thawne's death doesn't change what he took from me. And it isn't justice. If someone could kill Thawne, there's no telling how much power they possess. My abilities come from the Speed Force, but Thawne pulls from his own creation, the negative Speed Force. Each has its own unique energy signature. But Thawne was covered in mine, which makes me question, do I kill Thawne? Bruce Wayne, the Batman. The day I joined the Justice League was the first time in my life I felt like I had real friends I could relate to. But whenever I talked forensics, I could see in their eyes that I might as well have been speaking another language. Except Bruce. We could talk about evidence for hours. Even now, after almost being killed by Thawne, he still wants to talk shop. Thawne said he saw God. Even if he disappeared for only a few moments, with his speed...
I'm well aware of how fast Thawne was, and with his time travel abilities, those moments for me could have been days for him, Barry.
Thawne might have traveled all across time and space before he was killed. How did he get back to the cave? Was he forced?
DNA?
Matches what Ironhide's had on record.
Radiation?
Scanned your cave with the Geiger, and then Thawne's blood with a dosimeter.
Yours or mine?
Mine.
Did you run multiple tests to compare the results?
Bruce, come on.
Sorry. We researched that button for months and found nothing. The blood on it didn't match any samples found in Argus, the DEO, or Star Labs.
But when you called me, you said the button reacted to contact with Psychopirate's mask. That you saw something.
There was a ghost.
What?
It was my father. He had on a cowl and batsuit similar to mine, but I could tell it was him.
That sounds like the Batman from the Flashpoint. But how could you recognize him as your father?
I would know him anywhere. My father had a presence, yet a way he carried himself. But above that, his voice. It was him. I remembered what you told me about that other time. Thawne, your mother, the letter.
And this is my fault. When I tried to save my mom and created the Flashpoint, it left us vulnerable to all of this. The lost time, the changes, Thawne's attack on you.
Barry, you know that isn't true. Whatever messed with time was doing so long before the Flashpoint. There has to be something we're missing.
There's one piece of evidence that I can't find on Thawne's body. The button. It appeared in the Batcave on the night that Wally returned.
Thawne being drawn to it can't be a coincidence.
And he didn't come back with it. You said your father seemed like a ghost. Since Wally's return, I've had a few visions. One was of Thawne.
I feel like you're not telling me something, Barry.
Why would I keep any part of my investigation from you?
No, not that. Your mother's killer is dead. If you're feeling relief, or even happiness, I'd understand.
Nothing like that, Bruce. I'll update you if I find anything else. Wally said a force more powerful than Darkseid was watching us, that they made changes to our lives to hurt us. He's going to be disappointed I didn't go to him for help. But Wally, I can't risk anything happening to him when I just got him back. So I'm going on this trip, alone. Thawne was able to travel through time freely, while Wally and I always needed help. We used something I swore I'd never set foot on again. I should have destroyed it. But I saved it for a rainy day, and there's a storm coming.
You really think I would let you go alone? This is my case too, Barry.
How did you know?
The vault's alarm went off.
Bruce, with your injuries, you should be in bed. You can't...
I've been hit harder.
When I've used the cosmic treadmill in the past, I knew exactly where and when I was going. And even then, it was like trying to catch a single snowflake in a blizzard. Time travel is not...
I'm aware of the danger. I've traveled through time before, Flash.
Not like this, Bruce. You're going to see things. Impossible things.
We're wasting time.
Should have known it was pointless arguing with you. Hold on! I've never seen anything like this before. The turbulence is making it hard to keep the treadmill steady. Look! Dying. The world is dying. Iris. Dying. May already be dead. Save us. Save us! Save us! I don't think these are alternate realities. These are from our universe.
The storm. It's getting closer.
No, it's dragging us toward it. We need to outrun it. Must run faster! Flash! Don't let go!
All I wanted was to save my son. Bruce died in front of me, in an alleyway shot by a man I later beat to death. My name is Thomas Wayne, the Batman. Aquaman and Wonder Woman's war was spilling across the earth. Then came the Flash, a man who claimed the reality I lived in was a lie, an accident, ultimately caused by him. He traveled back in time to save his mother, he said, and doing so caused reverberations throughout the lives of those closest to him. Bruce wasn't supposed to be shot and killed in that alley. I was. The Flash gave me hope for the first time since I lost my son. I put my faith in him to change it all to the way it was supposed to be, so that Bruce would live and I would die, as would this nightmare of a world. But something put the world on life support, and the nightmare didn't stop. If a patient on my table was too far gone, it was best to let them pass, instead of continuing to cut at them. The war continued. The fights, the floods, the deaths of millions. I was a fool to hope, to think I could do anything to save my son. And now, my enemies come for me. Wonder Woman and Aquaman finally agreed on something and have sent their soldiers to put me down. They're going to be welcomed by more than a kindly butler. 2 pulls of a trigger took my son from me. Now, the trigger in my hand will take me to him.
Don't let go! The treadmill.
Flash, this place. I'd know it anywhere. I've known it ever since I fell down here as a child, and my father found me.
Oh no.
Did we go back in time?
Bruce, I need you to listen to me.
I did all of this because of you, son. It can't be.
Dr. Wayne, please listen. Something's gone wrong. It's been months since the timeline was repaired, since I left you and changed it all back. But something else kept the flashpoint going. It's being held in place just like those visions we saw in the time stream. Something is holding it together. This is a ghost of a world. Someone is using it to haunt us. I need to rebuild the cosmic treadmill. I need to fix this. It would only take me a minute.
We don't have a minute.
Why not?
Because of them. Is your cave outfitted with any defenses for unwelcome guests? Electroshock waves, EMPs, ultrasonics, anything like that? Your mother was more of the plan ahead type. Fists it is.
Come on, Barry. Almost there. Where is that rotor? Come on. Good as new. Did you feel that? I think whatever was holding the flashpoint in place, it just let go.
Father, your letter. It was the greatest gift anyone's ever given to me. Bruce. After I read it, I knew I'd never get a chance to respond. But if I did, there was one thing I wanted to tell you above everything else. You're a grandfather. I have a son.
Batman! The treadmill is at full power without me running on it! It's going to leave with or without us!
Come with me, Father. Please. Go! Flash, you promised me that you'd save my son. Now do it! Let me go, Barry!
Dr. Wayne! Please! Come with us!
You were my world, son. I delivered you myself. And the moment I saw you, I knew every choice I'd ever made had been the right ones. Because they led to you. You're the greatest gift this life gave me. So listen to me. Don't be Batman. Be a father for your son, in a way I never could be for you. Let the Batman die with me. We can save you! You have. Sometimes we fall some. But remember, rains never stay down. We rise! There must be a way we can go back.
Bruce, I'm sorry. There's nothing to go back to. Whatever we left is gone.
Coming through, Flash! How on earth did you get ahead of me, let alone find me?
Thawne! You're alive? Thawne, you have to stop! If you keep running, you'll die!
You have no idea the things I've seen, Alan! The places I've been! I know who the power of the button belongs to! And they've never faced someone like me!
I watch them race across time as it falls apart, shouting from a distance, silent as a ghost, forgotten like one. Barry Allen is the key. He saved Wally West. Now it's my turn. He only has to listen.
Thawne!
The last time I shaped your life, I murdered your mother, sent you spiraling into a sea of despair that you somehow rose up from. When I get this power, Barry, this time, I'll do so much more.
Barry!
Did you hear that? Someone calling to you.
Any visions were seen? Any sounds? All of them are from moments that could have been but weren't. I've heard my mother, Iris, the siren calls of hypertime. Don't listen to them, Bruce. You'll stray. Get pulled to an era. Lost.
I have an idea, Barry. The night your mother dies, I'm going to be there. A social worker, or a lifelong neighbor, a friend. I'll take you in, raise you as my own, make you my son, my acolyte.
Bruce, hang on! The treadmill! It's breaking up!
Like always, you're too late, Barry. I'm here. And your life is about to be undone. Yes, the trail ends. Hello. You don't have to be shy now. I can feel your presence, like a wave of static electricity. It's powerful, I'll admit. In fact, I've never encountered anything quite like it. You've done such strange things to the timeline, things I won't begin to question, and you've remained hidden from all of them. But I am not like them. My existence is the only constant in a sea of possibilities. I cannot be erased by you, by anyone. Show yourself. My God. Wait! I didn't know. Please, I don't want to die!
Bruce, without the treadmill, I don't have any traction! I can't!
Barry, I'm right here!
Listen to the voice, Barry. Grab onto it.
Barry!
We have no idea where it's going to take us!
We've got no other choice.
Right here! Just say my name! Jay!
Jay!
At last, I'm free. Hang on! Power enough to get you home!
The cave. My cave. Reverse Flash's body. We're back at the beginning.
You! Who are you? Why did you kill Thawne? What do you want with us?
I didn't kill anyone, Barry. You have to...
Your name! What was your name? What happened? That man said he knew me, the same way Wally did.
But he's not here. Maybe he came from another time. A time that no longer exists. Like my father.
Maybe. Or I wasn't the lightning rod he needed.
You're the only other person I know who suffered loss like I have. And also had a glimpse of the alternative. A moment of hope. A boyhood dream. It's almost cruel.
I think of it as a gift. I wonder, was this all Thawne's doing? Time rupturing, changing, people fading in and out of reality. Like your father and that other Flash.
He died
But maybe his death is what triggered all this. Maybe there's no one else to chase.
I can appreciate you wanting to close this case, Barry, but it's far from closed.
So what? The primary suspect who murdered Thawne is God.
For now, that's all we have to go on, if we still pursue this.
I'll do an autopsy on Thawne. See what else I can find.
I don't pretend to understand what we just went through, Barry, but what we experienced wasn't an accident. Being given the chance to see my father, only to lose him again. That other Flash who said he was your friend, and we were powerless to help him. What Reverse Flash said right before he died. How he saw God. I don't know, Barry. It can't all be by accident.
We're all puppets, Lori. I'm just a puppet who can see the string.